every student known, that is our commitment to making sure that our students are not just numbers, but they're human beings that we value and that we want to ensure on a path toward success.
We will find you and guide you wherever you are. We focus the outcomes to reach that North Star. With arms to reach and words to teach, this mantra we own, that each student is known.
The 2023-24 school year has been a school year for the books in the sense of all the accomplishments that have been achieved by our students, by our educators, by leaders, just our collective. It's been so inspiring. I mean, I walk into school buildings and classrooms daily. I am inspired every single day, and we've been celebrating the last few years of all the successes. And what makes this school year so special is that despite the successes that we've experienced, the courageousness, the focus, the intensity as of which our team is coming together to deliver on our promise to our young people, it gives me goosebumps. I mean, if you've never been into one of our schools or our classrooms, you have to go. And I encourage you to go often, because what you will see will feel like magic. This summer, the Tennessee Department of Education named MNPS an advancing school district, which is exciting, as well as we were celebrating the second year of being a Level 5 TVOS school district. And we've been celebrating that level of growth for our students for the last 2 years, which really signifies our students' ability to show significant growth year over year as they're learning and growing inside Metro Nashville Public Schools. It's also a testament to our educators and our support staff and our families, because our students have been able to really stay focused and engage in learning in meaningful ways that they've been able to demonstrate as they've engaged with their TCAP assessment. And so it's a really exciting time, because to do that 2 years in a row, we've only done that one other time, and to do it this year, particularly post-pandemic, has truly been significant. It's a time where again, we've been doubling down on the things we know that work for children. And so it's been extremely exciting to celebrate those great achievements in achievement and growth for all of our MNPS students and families. Once again, I am extremely excited to share with the community of Nashville and the community of Metro Nashville Public Schools that you've done it again. I mean, once again, we're celebrating achievement for all of our tested categories with regards to our TCAP assessment and end of course exams. Our students have demonstrated increased achievement overall across every content area and overall across every grade level. That's all the tested grades in grades 3 through 11. And while we still have a long way to go, we should celebrate the successes of our children. I mean, we've really doubled down on the achievement of our students in all tested areas: English language arts and reading, math proficiency, science and social studies. And so it is significant for our school district, our urban school district, that is very diverse, right? And in so many different ways to show such remarkable achievement gains year after year. And I think this is a testament to building a really strong foundation so that we can anticipate continued growth and achievement for years to come, and the impact that this will have on our current students, but generations to come is just phenomenal. I'm so optimistic about what the future holds. Coming out of the pandemic, we were determined that we would not just go back to normal, we would be better than normal. And receiving the information from the Education Recovery Scorecard, as we know, the CEPR group that was really led by two researchers from Harvard and Stanford, receiving that national comparative data to help us really see how our students in our district performance was situated across the country. I mean, this was a study that encompassed over 8,000 districts, and to come out of that study learning that in math, both math and ELA performance and growth since the pandemic, that Metro Nashville Public Schools was one of only 2 school districts that performed in the top 10 of the largest school districts in the country with regards to growth and kind of bouncing back from the pandemic in ELA and math is extremely encouraging. It's something that our city should continue to celebrate and recognize that not only has the school community of Metro Nashville Public School led the state. In a lot of ways, we're leading the nation in showing and demonstrating what is possible when you keep students at the core and the focus of the work within particularly large school districts.
That is historically larger growth than we've ever seen as a nation. And just to put that in context as well, the growth that was exhibited here in Metro Nashville is growth that is above and beyond the national average. So the 2/3 of a growth that you saw, nearly 2/3 of a growth in math, and the significant growth, well over 1/4 of a growth in reading, is above and beyond the national growth and average. So almost 2 years of growth in a single year. That is impressive. And so to the staff and others who are here, thank you so much.
We've leveraged that success and that information to focus on our plans and our strategies as we move forward. As I reflect on those strategies, you know, there were key strategies that we all are aware that we were focused in on. One was doubling down on Tier 1 instruction. There's no replacement for providing access and equity to all students in receiving quality Tier 1 instruction. And part of that was adopting high quality instructional materials and providing the necessary training for our already great educators to deliver that instruction. In both math and ELA, we adopted a new curriculum in ELA first and then in math, and we leveraged a similar structure for both. And we're sticking with it because we're seeing the outcomes for our students. We also know that we've invested in lots of wraparound supports for our students. So everything from navigators in our schools, connecting every student with a caring adult, to our advocacy centers that exist in our elementary schools, to our restorative practice assistants and peace centers in our secondary schools. I mean, it all really matters to ensuring that students can demonstrate their level of learning and comprehension across a year's time. Once again, this school year, we had 2 of our elementary schools move from being what the state names as a priority school to being reward schools in the state of Tennessee. I mean, this is exciting because we know with our district mantra of every student known and our continuous mindset and continuous improvement mindset of know where you are but don't stay there. I mean, we had 2 schools that really demonstrated top-notch growth and performance for students. And so the growth that we've seen and the achievements we've seen in both Ida B. Wells and Tom Joy elementary schools is significant, and I think it really resonates and correlates to all the great teaching and learning and supports that are happening in all of our schools across Metro Nashville Public School System. This upcoming school year, we will be adding back Brick Church Middle School to our robust portfolio of school options and opportunities for MNPS families. This is a significant addition back to Metro Nashville Public Schools, particularly in the Whites Creek cluster, to really complete, if you will, our seamless pathway of opportunities for families that we serve in the Whites Creek cluster. And so it is extremely exciting to have the opportunity to plan and to engage with the community in this way, just building that bridge from the earliest point of entry around pre-care, kindergarten for students, and like we've planned with intentionality of what those experiences, those advanced academic opportunities, those STEAM opportunities, all those opportunities that need to exist and quite frankly do exist in the elementary schools in the cluster through that middle school and all the way through their high school experience.
Teacher jobs in jeopardy. School districts across the state are facing massive budget problems exacerbated by the end of COVID funding.
Federal funding that helped keep schools afloat during the pandemic has come to an end. And now many districts are scrambling to make budget cuts.
Since the start of the school year in the fall, we've opened a rebuilt Goodlettsville Elementary and brand new James Lawson High School. And we've started construction on 3 completely reinvented elementary schools with groundbreaking ceremonies for Lakeview, Paragon Mills, and Percy Priest. We're proposing to invest $18 million in textbooks in this year's budget. While also ensuring that we continue an expansion of Community Achieves, nurses in every school, high-impact tutoring, summer learning camps, Saturday instruction, mentorship, and other key investments. This continuity is helping us not go off a cliff with the end of one-time federal funding.
The city of Nashville and the leadership that exists in the city just seeks to always impress and really demonstrate the commitment of this community around public education. And so for the last several months, my administration, the Board of Education, and the mayor's team, both the mayor, his entire team, and finance department have been working closely with Metro Nashville Public Schools because we wanted to proactively plan around the sunsetting of the funds, and there's been lots of focus on maintaining what we know is proving to provide outcomes for our students. And so for the last few months, we've been really studying this because we all knew it was going to happen. And so I'm thankful to Mayor O'Connell and Kevin Crumbo and the Board of Education and Metro Council and all the leaders who've played a role in evaluating, including our partners at Vanderbilt University, evaluating the effectiveness of the programs that exist in Metro Nashville Public Schools and taking those strategies, aligning it to the investments needed for us to continue to provide those strategies. And so under just the brilliance of a partnership, we came up with a plan that we're calling our ESSER Bridge, right? So that we're not experiencing the cliff of funding like school districts all across the country. We actually have created a bridge for funding and investment here in Metro Nashville Public Schools. And so that will allow us to continue the highest yield, highest impact strategies in Metro Nashville Public Schools. It doesn't mean that things will look exactly the same. For the most part, it will, but there will be some things that we will adjust and really double down on in the spaces we know these strategies are working. But I mean, as a superintendent leading this work and thinking about investments and the return on those investments, I'm excited about our ability in Metro Nashville Public Schools to not be disrupted by the ESSER cliff, but in lots of ways having the investments to springboard forward so that we can continue to accelerate on behalf of our students and the families that we serve. And so the ESSER Bridge exists. I'm thankful to the city leadership as well as the leadership of our Board of Education to prioritize the needs of our students and our educators to continue to get it done for Metro Nashville Public Schools and the 80,000 plus students we serve daily. Our classroom associates have been game changers for us. The vision around our classroom associates was to really rethink the way in which traditionally substitute teachers have served in MNPS. And they are a critical component of our ability to ensure that teaching and learning continues in all of our classrooms as our educators continue to leverage professional learning opportunities to sharpen their own saw so that they can be better educators daily in schools. And so we launched our Classroom Associates very successfully because our Classroom Associates are assigned to every school in our district. They report to their schools every single day. They engage in professional learning opportunities just like our educators. They receive the same level of supports just like our educators. And when there are opportunities for them to serve in our classrooms, which happen almost daily, what we have experienced is a continuation of teaching and learning happening so that there's no day or class period wasted for our students to continue to thrive. And we're also leveraging our Classroom Associate model as a pipeline for developing educators and leaders who can serve MNPS for years to come. Again, here in Nashville, in the partnership with the city, we have also experienced historic capital investments. And so that really signifies something strong, and that is on the operational side, making sure that all the academic and non-academic needs of our students and our educators and families are being met. But also on the capital side, making sure that the conditions and the spaces and the facilities exist for those academic and non-academic things to really thrive. And so we say often that we want our students to have grand experiences, and part of that formula is learning in spaces that are safe and that are nurturing and that are stimulating in a way that promotes curiosity and excitement for collaboration and learning. And so these beautiful spaces that represents the value we have in public education and the young people of Nashville have been exciting. It's been exciting to be a part of that work. The opening of James Lawson High School this academic year, the opening of Goodlettsville Elementary School this academic year both facilities will play a critical role in serving students in their respective communities. And then we're looking forward to the future. We've already broken ground on 3 new exciting elementary projects at Percy Priest Elementary, Lakeview Elementary, as well as Paragon Mills Elementary. And you know, if you've ever had an opportunity, and if you haven't, you should, walk through our learning spaces, the excitement you will feel at the learning that's happening, you will understand and quickly see why we should continue to invest in our capital investment projects to make sure our school facilities are top-notch, that they are setting a standard for our belief and our value in public education, and for our students to and our teachers to have spaces that really promote what we want to see in our classrooms and all the other educational spaces, from the gymnasium to the cafeterias and cafetoriums and all of the hallway spaces that just lead students to an exploration of learning. So during this academic year, we were able to expand our University of MNPS partnerships. As you all know, we launched University MNPS years ago, also as an extension of that, our Better Together work. And so under that portfolio coming into this academic year, we had already partnered with Nashville State Community College, Tennessee State University, Fisk University, Belmont University, and Lipscomb University. And this academic year, we added Vanderbilt University to our portfolio. This is a significant partnership that is being added to University MNPS because Vanderbilt University stepped up in a huge way. We were able to announce this spring that Vanderbilt University is partnering with Metro Nashville Public Schools to provide an unlimited number of scholarships that are 4-year full ride scholarships for our Metro Nashville Public Schools students.
William winning the Bell Tower Scholarship, what it means to me as a parent, it means success, hope, literally, and appreciation, because William was 3 when he was saying he wanted to be a fireman, a nurse, a paramedic, or an ambulance worker, and he used to wear his little fire raincoat and rain boots everywhere we go. So to know that they provide that opportunity so he can become a nurse, and knowing that Belmont is in the top 2 when it comes to in the nation, when it comes to the nursing program, it is truly a blessing to see that God has blessed him with the desires of his heart, along with him working to apply himself to apply for that scholarship. It means the world to us, and it means the world to William. He doesn't take it lightly. It brings me joy, and of course, financial freedom. It's one thing having a dream, but saying that, hey, as long as he maintained these grades, that we are going to continue paying for this. That's what that scholarship is. So it gives financial freedom and a peace of mind so he can study, and me there to support him and the family.
Our Better Together partnership with Nashville State Community College continues to move forward. This is a partnership that is so responsive to the needs of our students. I'm thankful to the leadership of Dr. Jackson, president of Nashville State Community College, her entire team, who have partnered with Metro Nashville Public Schools for several years now. And, when we launched Better Together several years ago, I'm not sure if the community really understood the potential of, again, breaking down the barriers of higher education to our K-12 systems. I mean, we really are working to build a seamless system where the handoff between Metro Nashville Public Schools and our higher ed institutions is just strong. Our students are just moving within one system, if you will. And so this year, again, this partnership is so strong and alive. We have announced the addition of 2 early colleges to our Metro Nashville Public Schools portfolio. And you see the smile on my face because this has taken lots of planning and innovation and commitment to getting the resources and opportunities as close to our students as possible. So our original early college is with our early college that exists right on the Nashville State Community College campus on White Bridge Road. Last year we launched, actually 2 years ago, we launched our first early college on a high school campus at Whites Creek High School. And this year we have announced and launched 2 early colleges at Glencliff High School and at Cane Ridge High School. And so when you think about the impact that will have for our students as they move on to post-secondary opportunities and careers, it accelerates that. We have students who are graduating from these programs that are going in to their post-secondary opportunities as sophomores and juniors. There's both the academic progress and significance, but there's also a financial benefit for our students and families to obtain that level of achievement and status at no cost before they graduate from high school. And so really excited about adding to the portfolio and being home to 4 early colleges here in Nashville. I mean, there's no way that I can deliver a State of Metro address without acknowledging not only the tremendous work that's happening in our classrooms, but also the work that's happening outside of the classroom. And that being the significant accomplishment of Pearl Cone High School, our Firebirds who brought home the state championship this school year. It had been a long time coming, over 15 years since we've had a Metro Nashville Public School achieve such success in high school football. And it is extremely significant because, I mean, you know, if we think back to our journey to this success, last year I talked about turfing all of our high school fields, and this year we were able to accomplish that on behalf of Pearl Cone High School, East Nashville, and Whites Creek. And Pearl Cone got it done. I'm so thankful to have been here along on that journey to see the hard work of Coach Brunetti, the winningest football coach in MPS history, really bring that ball back to Nashville. And it's not easy because of the distractions and sometimes the narrative that exists because it had been 15 years. And so I'm extremely proud of his leadership, all the coaches at Pearl Cone High School, these student athletes who they've just overcome so much, both on the field and off the field. They stayed focused, they persevered, they were resilient through every challenge that came their way. Let's not forget, they were also high school students coming into high school as students during the pandemic. And so their ability to regroup and show leadership in every way has been tremendous. To our Principal Harrington, the principal at Pearl Cone, and her leadership in supporting the whole child, if you will, in that community, parents, community leaders who have stepped up and rallied around this football team has been significant. There's nothing like celebrating the graduation season with all of our graduates. So I know many of our students, and to shake their hands and to look in their eyes and see and feel this confidence and this excitement about their future, I wouldn't trade it for the world. And so it's the most fulfilling experience to be there to celebrate our graduates and to shake their hands and give them a fist bump and to tell them congratulations on a job well done, and to emphasize that our expectation was that they were going to be successful graduates of Metro Nashville Public Schools, and it's only the beginning for their bright futures. The 24-25 school year, I know I have a few weeks, right, months maybe, to prepare, but I'm so excited. We finished this academic school year really preparing and going into our Promising Scholars experience. I mean, our scholars portfolio is exciting for next year. We know that we're focused on our Tier 1 instruction, but having our Promising Scholars and Accelerating Scholars and enriching scholars will only prove to be very successful for us in the years to come. But our future is bright. It's bright. I mean, we're celebrating achievement and growth for our students. And so as we're preparing for next school year, which we're already doing, right, ahead of the national curve and preparing for next school year, I'm very optimistic because we know what works for our children. And this gives us an opportunity to do more of what works. I often say we're going to double down on what works, and we're also going to be responsive to the needs of our students, and our ability to continue to provide unique learning opportunities for our students, regardless of where they are, meeting them where they are, will only be stronger as we move forward. I'm excited about our ESSER Bridge. I'm excited about the investments that our city and our school board are making in our district. I'm excited about our board leadership. They are fierce advocates for our students, and as a superintendent, it makes me proud to work alongside the best educators, the most talented students, and the most engaging parent and community base and leadership base that this city has probably ever seen. And so I'm honored, I'm humbled, to be able to work alongside everyone. And I believe with this foundation that we've created, the future is extremely bright for Metro Nashville Public Schools.